Okay, so big update, but I got to archive this channel in CK Collective for a little while. Okay, could be a couple weeks, could be a couple months, and I'm going to be pulling down my website and Stand Store and links and my social pages for a little bit of time. Okay, here's why. It's okay, right off the bat, current clients, you're fine. I'll continue to work with you. You're still on schedule. Your stuff's not getting deleted. So I will be taking clients up until the rest of the year. Okay. But my public facing content, I'm going to bring it down. Why? I've seen this happen a couple times in my life. Okay. Life will give you like this weird fork in the road type thing where it will give you two options and it will say, hey, if you want to work on this and advance this, you're going to have to give up this other thing for a little while. Every time that choice, that pathway, that fork in the road has come up in my life, I've seen this happen. And every single time I've done the same thing. I've chosen the fact that I was like, no, I'm strong enough. I can force both of these things to both be successful at the same time. But you have to whole-ass one thing. You can't half-ass two things at the same time. And right now, this needs to be the thing that I'm letting go of. I'm surrendering to it. What happens when you surrender and you detach from something, it doesn't mean that you quit. The only time that you really fail is when you quit. I'm not quitting this. It will be back at some point. I don't know what manner that it's going to be in, but it will be back at some point. Again, it could be weeks, could be months, but you essentially have 24 hours to either submit an order or become a client or book an intro call. You can even still book an intro call, get on my calendar up until the rest of the year. But after today, you won't have that option. So go get on the calendar if you want to become a client, whether it's now or in the next couple months, or you want to submit a video order, or you want additional sessions. Current clients, just reach out to me. I'll take care of you and I'll explain in our one-on-ones. But every time that I made that choice and I've tried to do two things, work on two major things at the same time, I haven't really accomplished either one of those things. So for now, I need to surrender this, right? I want to do this, but I don't need to do this right now. I need to do the other thing, really. And what happens, here's a process. Here's the one thing I want you to take away. Here's how you really get what you want out of life. You identify what you want, but you train yourself to not need it. You state your intentions, right, to yourself or to another person or to your job, your team, your company, whatever, and you state your intentions, and then you detach from the outcome and you release what is burdening you from achieving that thing, okay? Which can also be ironically the same thing that you want, right? You have to release your attachment to the outcome. That's a recipe. Want it, don't need it, state your intentions, continue to always detach from the outcome. That way you create space for that thing to come into your life, okay? All in all, this has been super cool. I've never sought to be an influencer. I hate that. I just like creating content. I like training from my mistakes, my life lessons. Mostly in a way that hopefully I've been able to help a few people along the way to atone for my sins, my mistakes, right? As a man, as a person, the people that I've hurt, the people I've betrayed. And I just like teaching. I like teaching, I like mentoring, and I like doing. But right now it's time for me to go and do for a little bit. And I'm not gonna have the bandwidth to create content, sustain this community, and I need to go to the drawing board to see what the next step of this really looks like. So we'll be back at some point, but again, this is gonna be me signing off for a little bit, and yeah, hopefully I've been able to help you along the way, okay? Make sure to get out in nature, be a good dude, never quit, keep working hard, but remind yourself, it's a story that you tell yourself, that's the one that matters the most, not other things that people say about you, not what other people think, not what other people feel. You have to believe in yourself, and that's been a big part of my journey, right? Believing in yourself, despite all the odds, all the stories that other people can say or do or tell you or make you feel, right? It's always your story at the end of the day that matters the most, okay? So reach out to me, current clients, I'll explain, and yeah, love you guys. Take care of yourselves. See you soon.